case you didn't catch it, there's the materials you need. First thing we're going to work on is the wing. Grab your white yarn, cast on to your 22 pin machine, keep a loose tension for your very first row, reset your counter to 0, and crank out a total of 10 rows for your wings. You're going to need 2 total wings. Once you've completed 10 rounds, cut your yarn, open the yarn holder, thread the needle with the yarn, and then start going around, picking up each loop. Crank the handle around a little bit as you go each time so you can pick up each loop as you go to cast off. Once you've finalized casting off, go ahead and set that aside. Tighten the 2 ends a little bit just so you don't lose those pieces, and then get started on your second wing. After that, we're going to start working on the body. Grab your green and black yarn and start with the green yarn first. Cast on as you normally would. Keep a light tension for your first round. Once you get to about the 3rd round on the Addi 22 pin circular knitting machine, it should start smoothing out for you. Reset your counter to 0 before you get started. Crank out a total of 10 rows of the green color. Right before you get to that next black pin, cut your yarn. You don't need a long end. Place that inside. Grab your black yarn and thread that into the yarn holder, and go ahead and crank out 5 rows of black. After you've completed 5 rows of black, tie the 2 ends together tightly. Cut your black yarn, place it in the middle, and go ahead and add your green yarn. You'll crank out 5 rows of the green yarn. After 5 rows, cut your yarn. Don't forget to tie the 2 ends together from your previous color change. And then cut your green yarn, place it in the middle, add your black yarn again. 5 rows using the black yarn. Tie your ends together, cut the black yarn, add the green yarn again. Knit 10 rows using the green yarn. If you're using your row counter and you have not yet reset it, you should be on row 35. Cut the green yarn, add your black yarn, and crank out 5 more rows of black. Once you've completed that, add your green yarn, do 5 rows of green. Don't forget to tie your ends, change to black again, and do 5 more rows of black. After you've done that, tie off the ends, and now add your green yarn. And this will be your last color change. Do a total of 10 rows using your green yarn. If you have not reset your counter, you should end up at 60 total rows. After that, cut your yarn and cast off by threading your needle and picking up each loop along the way. Turn it inside out and tighten up the knots. Cinch up each end tight and tie it off so that it doesn't open. Put one end into the other, and then I like to draw that string through the middle and tie it together so it's cinched closed, kind of like how you make a beanie. Then go ahead and cinch tight that second end and tie the 2 ends together. For the wings, grab the piece, tighten each end, and tie them off so that they don't open. And you're going to draw one end of the yarn in through the middle to the other side, and then tie it together and flatten it like a pancake. Then I'll take both yarn ends, draw it in through the middle and out through the side, because I'm going to use these ends to tie it onto the bee. It's time to embroider the eyes on. Grab some black yarn, thread your needle, and I like to add a little X as one eye on one side, and then I'll add the normal shaped eye on the other side. All right, grab your wings and we'll start attaching the wings to the back of the bee. Grab the two ends and we attach both at the same time. Fold it in half so you know exactly where the middle is. And I basically stitch onto those 3 stitches in the middle section of the bee's body to the wings. And I basically do 3 stitches going in and out between the wings and the body. And they go in the middle and tie it together in a knot. Grab another length of black yarn and embroider the mouth on. Bring the end pieces to the middle and tie it off. Grab a length of the green yarn and pick up every 2 stitches around the bottom part of the bee because we're going to start cinching together the back end of the bee. Now before you do that, fill it with your stuffing. You can use polyfill, cotton, yarn scraps, whatever it is that you normally use, and then close the back of the bee. I like to weave it a couple more times to make sure that none of the stuffing is going to fall out, and tie it nice and tight, and then just weave in your yarn ends. Now, of course, the zombie I enjoy doing for Halloween, and it's a great market sales item, but you can, of course, just do it in the normal yellow and black to make a normal bee for any time. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe to watch more videos like this.